Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. If you are in the market for a used Pen trailer, we've got one sitting behind us here. This is a 2022 Sooner Select 8-pin gooseneck. So this is a used trailer, very lightly used. We're gonna walk you through this trailer, but before we do, I wanna tell you a little bit about what we do at Transwest when we bring in a used trailer. Very first thing is, we'll give it a good bath. We'll take it to the acid wash, citrus wash, depending on how the actual aluminum extrusion is basically wrapped up on a final. If it's polished, we're gonna citrus wash it. If it's a mill finish, we're gonna acid wash it. We'll clean out the entire stall area. We really want these trailers to shine, and an acid wash or citrus wash will do that. The other thing we're gonna do is look at tires. So what we want is we want all 4 tires to match. We want good tread, and we want them to be within date. Now, this is a 22, so we don't have to worry about the date code on these. Older used trailers, we want to make sure they're within 5 years based on the date code on the sidewall. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put them through our shop. And what we do is, very first thing is we'll do an alignment on it. They're no different in passenger vehicles. A curb, a big pothole, just road debris, things like that will knock a trailer out of alignment, just like a passenger vehicle will. Now, a lot of customers don't think about their trailers when it comes to alignment, but they'll worry about their actual tow vehicle. Trailers are no different. You need to keep an eye on your tires. If you start seeing weird odd on the outside of a tire, the inside of a tire, more than likely you'll start seeing on the opposite side of the trailer. More than likely you have something out of alignment, so that's something we can adjust here. So then we'll go through, and everything safety is automatic. Brakes, lights, make sure everything's good for you to go down the road. Then we'll go through the trailer and we'll just take a look at it and say, hey, what needs repaired? What needs adjusted? We want this trailer to be in a position and in a condition that you can just go use it and enjoy it, rather than potential repairs right off the bat. So we have that reconditioning program on all these used trailers. So on this, I'm gonna walk you through it. But again, if you're looking for a gooseneck used Pen trailer for some small animals, this is a really good one, and again, very lightly used. I'll never use the term like new. I hate that term actually, because it is a used trailer regardless. Very first thing, underneath the gooseneck, you're gonna notice a hydraulic jack. So this one here is really cool. You just push a button, up, down, it goes. This isn't a big trailer by any means, but this is a nice feature. You don't have to hand crank, especially if you're starting off. Maybe this is a first kind of starter trailer for you. You have young juniors that are helping you out. When we go to hook this up, they can guide you back, and they can reach up and just hit a button as you're in the cab with their foot on the brake, dropping it right on the trailer. So we don't have to worry about that hand crank option there. Again, just push a button. These customers upgraded, and they had this built, so this is actually a generator bracket. So you can set a generator right on there, strap it down. I'll show you when we get inside. We've got power to this trailer itself, but that's a nice little upgrade right there that they put on it. It sets right on there, and again, we can put power. There's actually a plug right above it. That's gonna be for our 30 amp cord, and again, I'll show you that breaker and those outlets when we get to the inside, but that was another feature that they added. So on a Sooner, you're all aluminum construction. It's a really lightweight trailer as far as what we're looking at here, so we don't have to have a big massive truck by any means to pull this. We have a front tack room on here. We have a step coming in. We really like steps on all of our new Cimarrons that we put in inventory for these, because again, as you're coming in and out of these trailers, especially those younger juniors carrying buckets, carrying other items, tack equipment, whatever it is, it makes it a big difference from this bottom rail to the ground. By having that fold-up step really helps when we're going in and out of this trailer itself. Now, as we get into this tack room, you're gonna notice we got carpet on the deck, carpet on the drop wall, carpet on the floor. LED light up in the nose, so we have light in here, another one above the door. But then as we get over here to the left, over here on this driver's side, you're gonna notice here's our battery. It's gonna operate that hydraulic jack, but then also that plug I was showing you comes right into here, into this breaker box. We have an outlet right here. So we have multiple things going on right here. This is awesome because they upgraded to this, because a lot of times when we're showing off these trailers, we want power at the trailer. So now we can run it off of the actual generator itself, or if there's an additional power source, we can actually just plug in and then go plug in somewhere else and then have power here in the trailer. We got some hooks over here on driver's side wall to hang some items. Back here on the partition wall, you're going to notice we have two of these fold-up brackets. We can set our additive buckets, other buckets in here, and when you're done with them, they break down and just fold against the wall. And then here we can actually hang some feeders if we want, snap those in. So again, you can come into this front tack room, get our feed buckets, pans ready, and then go directly into the stall area because it has a pass-through door. Which is nice, because again, if you're showing off this trailer, you need to send, you know, somebody up here to grab something out of the actual tack room, you know, change clothes, go to the showroom. You can just kind of work between the actual stall area and the front tack room itself. And right above me is going to be a hanger so we can hang clothes. So we can, it's just a clothes rod, you can hang those items in there. Great place to kind of keep those type of items secure as you're traveling. You don't have to worry about those being in the truck taking up space there. This is a white sheeted trailer. As you can see on the top rail, this customer, I'm not sure how many they ended up adding, but they went ahead and added a ton of marker lights. Since we didn't originally build it, I'm not sure exactly how many were standard and then how many they added on. But as you can see, they've got them about every 2 foot apart. So this thing really lights up well at night and just gives it a sharp look. We really like adding marker lights onto trailers as well, just for that reason. We're gonna have an access door going into that stall area. Right here on passenger side, you got a light right above it as well. And then you have the gate covering that opening. So again, we can kind of keep this open if we want, allow a little bit more airflow, but we don't have to worry about the livestock getting out of the trailer. Oh, that one's locked. Of course, the one that I didn't drop is locked, but you have drop windows down the side. I'll show you those on driver's side as well, but a lot of airflow when you have these drop windows. Nice big opening. You have the jail bars to kind of protect items as well. Framed, so again, we can lock these, which is really nice. But that makes a big difference when we're traveling, especially in the summer months. Really maximizing airflow in there, keeping our animals nice and cool. And you have that ability. You also have a drop lower vent. I'll show you when we get over to the driver's side. Two 5,200 pound rubber torsion axles, electric brakes. So on your truck, you either have to have an integrated brake controller or an aftermarket in order to operate those. Aluminum wheels, Goodyear tires, 16-inch. So nice running gear underneath this size of trailer. Again, having those drops really nice. Now this door, I want you to notice, this is a wraparound door. We do this on all of our Cimarrons as well, because when you get to shows and you're showing off this, rather than a fixed hinge where it only will come off at a 90-degree angle, you're constantly open and closing that because people are going to try to get by you if you're showing off this trailer. We've been to plenty of shows and seen that. That's why we actually put the wraparounds on there, so it gets to the side of the trailer out of the way and secure. But you have 50/50 rear doors, a ramp over, so the ramp actually shuts over the rear doors when you go ahead and shut them. Over here on the left-hand side, there's a good look. There's that wraparound that's actually attached to the side of the trailer. We got it on the hold back, so you can see we have a pathway rather than it coming off on a 90 winging out. Now, if you imagine other trailers parked next to it, you constantly have to move those if you're taking hogs by, lambs by, goats by, whatever. We have a clear path by having those wraparounds. Now, this rear post does come out if you need. If you want to take like a section of pins out, you want to load something else, you can take this out, but you will have to reinstall this if you want to shut the back doors. And then as we get in, obviously we have the 8-pin setup. Now this trailer is 7 foot wide. So we have 50/50 and 60/40 setup. So these are a convertible style pins, which is fantastic, especially when we're working with animals as they get a little bit bigger throughout the summer. We need to give them a little bit of space. We can use this right-hand side as an alleyway. So as I've got it set up right now, the back one's at a 50-50, then we have a 60-40, 50-50, and 50-50. But they're really easy to just break down and move over. On the center gates, all the gates, they've got a feeder rod there, so you can clip those on with your carabiner as far as your actual feeders go. In here, we're gonna have a line and insulated roof. So we're used to standard insulated roofs on our Cimarrons. We are big believers in it because of what it does for stall, just temperature. And you're getting the same benefit here by having this as a line and insulate package. Anytime we have an insulated roof versus just a standard aluminum roof, it's gonna run about 20% cooler than that aluminum option. Now, we have aluminum on top, insulation and aluminum again, where on the Cimarrons it's just an insulated roof. But believe me, this is well worth it. This is a great upgrade on these type of trailers. Then you have your two-way roof vents, so we can manipulate airflow throughout this whole trailer. LED lights in here as well. Up at the front, we've actually got a bracket. That does remove, it just picks up and out if you want. But if you want some additional storage, maybe you want to set a bag of shavings up there, maybe some feed, maybe some buckets, any of those type of items, you have that. The other upgrade that they did to this trailer is the flooring. So they did worm flooring. You're an all aluminum, again, constructed trailer. So this would be just bare aluminum. On these type of trailers, you need to either do bare aluminum and bed really deep, or look at like a worm flooring. You don't want to do the mats because it's really hard to work kind of around these posts. By having the mats in here, also hogs will root them up, and you're fighting that, but it's like a big puzzle piece. So this is fantastic because this is a permanent, unpenetrable rubber mat. So anytime urine hits this trailer, it's not getting down into that aluminum. Aluminum and the urine don't mix because it's the acidity of the urine itself. So it'll start eating at that floor. That's where you start seeing that corrosion, and over time you'll get actual pinholes, and then they'll just continue to grow. So definitely an upgrade there. You also, in that top rail, have the outlets. So again, that's where that power package comes into play. Whether it's some fans, you want to run some clippers, you want to have a portable heater, something like that. When it comes to these trailers, when you're traveling different times of the months to different shows, different areas, you've got the capability to do that. You have a light back here, another one right over the door, just like I was showing you on the passenger side right above that access door. So I've got the drop windows down, but I'll put them up so you can see. There's that lower air gap. So we can utilize and get some airflow down low. They're just on a piano style hinge, and then you just pin them. But when we're dealing with these lower, smaller animals, getting that air movement down low is a big thing. Hogs, lambs, goats, everyone's down a little bit lower. So getting that airflow down there to them is definitely a bonus there. At times you might actually get too much airflow, so you might have to manipulate these a little bit based on what you're seeing. With all the drops, the two-way roof vents, and then those lower air gaps, again, you might have to manipulate that a little bit. If you walk back there and you have shavings all over the place, all over their backs, you might have a little bit too much airflow, so you need to shut something up. And even if you do have these up, these are a bus style window. So if you want these up and it's too much, you can just slide these to get a little bit of airflow through there. So you can, again, really manipulate airflow through there, just keeping everybody nice and cool. So again, nice little used 8-pin trailer in a gooseneck with a front tack room with, quite a few extras on it. The worm flooring's a big one, the power package, the lights make it look really cool at night as well. In the daytime you can kind of see it, but at nighttime this guy really shines up. So this trailer is available today. I'm going to give you the stock number on it for reference. Again, it's a 2022 Cimarron Select 8-pin gooseneck. Stock number is 5U231010. We do take trade-ins, so whether you're looking to upgrade, even downsize, we can help you out there. Financing is available and delivery is available. So give us a call. Anybody on our sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. We appreciate you tuning in. Have a good day.